again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me. I do appreciate you guys coming out and supporting me on these lives. I love my little audience and my little family here. You guys are, very interactive, and I just like what we've kind of come up with. Now, please share with your friends, your neighbors, other family members, and have them to join us on this live because they're very, very informative. So tonight we are talking about an astrological event that I am so excited about because it is like one of the best events that you could possibly have in astrology, and it's going to benefit everyone across the board. And what we're talking about is Jupiter, Pisces going into the planet, well, the planet Jupiter going into the sign of Pisces, which is phenomenal. This is like very divinely blessed energy that we're going to be experiencing over the next 5 months. This is the time that if you are a manifester, and even if you're not a manifester, this is the time that this is the kind of energy that things that you put out to the universe, things that you work on, things that you put your energy into, have so much support over the next 5 months to come to fruition. So I really want everyone to take advantage of this divine energy that we have going for the next 5 months, because we won't have it for another 12 years, I believe. So that's just how important it is for you to use it. Okay, so let's talk briefly about what this energy is, how it works. I won't get too technical, but I'm going to give you enough information to know how to use it. Okay, so first of all, we are talking about the planet Jupiter. In astrology, there are what we consider 2 benefic planets. 2 benefic planets in astrology. Venus is what we consider the smallest benefic planet, and Jupiter is what we consider the largest benefic planet. So when we say benefic planet, that means it brings a benefit. So Jupiter, being that it's the biggest planet that we have, when Jupiter comes into a sign or to a house or a certain area in your chart, it is there to bring you a blessing. It is there to bring expansion. It is there to bring growth. It is there to bring healing, wisdom. It is there to expand your mind and how you look at the world. It is also there to bring you spirituality. Okay, so some of the things that are represented by Jupiter is, again, generosity, benevolence. Jupiter is also the planet that governs our spiritual life and religion. Confidence, optimism is a big thing. So anytime Jupiter touches anything, it's there to expand it. It's there to grow it. It's there to bring joy to a situation or to an area of your life. So now that we know about what Jupiter does, Jupiter is going to go into the sign of Pisces. Now, Pisces is the 12th sign of the zodiac, and some of the things that Pisces represents is creativity. Pisces is considered one of the most spiritual signs that you have in the zodiac. It is also the sign of compassion, unconditional love, creativity, empathy, intuition. Pisces natives are very intuitive. This is the sign that actually has a lot of gifts. So these are the people that have a very strong intuition. These are the people that have sometimes supernatural gifts. They have sometimes experiences with people in the afterlife. So these are the people that are seers and feelers, and these people can anticipate when things are coming about or going to happen. So we have that sign. Now, Jupiter is going to go into this sign on December the, what's the exact date? December the 28th, okay? And it's going to stay in Pisces until May the 10th, 2022. And if I tell you that it's the most divine time that you guys are going to have in 2022, it is very supportive for you to manifest. It's very supportive for you to bring a lot of things into your life that you want for yourself. Now, tonight what we're going to talk about is how this energy will affect each of your rising signs and what area of your life that you need to pay attention to or do some work to, because this is the area of your life that is going to be touched by this particular energy, and where you're going to see a lot of blessings, a lot of growth, a lot of expansion. Okay, but in with anything with astrology, the energy is there, but you have to use it and work with it. So this is why I want you to be proactive in the next 5 months with this information that I'm going to give to you. Now, because this Jupiter in Pisces is officially in there, officially starts December the 28th, that means that the planet and the sign are actually coming together as we speak. So when a planet and a sign are applying to each other, you start to feel the energy of this already. So I always tell you that you could feel some energies anywhere from 2 weeks to a month before they actually officially start. Okay, so some of you probably have already started to experience the benefit of this energy already. For me personally, I've already started to experience it, but I also want to talk about the last time that we had this exact same energy with Jupiter in Pisces. So if you can recall, and you don't have to do it on this live, you can think about it later. The last time we had this astrological event was actually January 2010 to January 2011. Okay, so that should give you an indication of how this energy works, because you've had this experience before, and I know that was a while ago, I know it was a long time ago, but if at some point you think back to that period in your life and what was going on and where you were having, it seems like just blessings upon blessings, this is the same energy you're going to experience with this Jupiter in Pisces until May 2022. Now, there was a small window earlier this year, whereas Jupiter went into Pisces, and it was just for a couple of months. Okay, so you may also want to think back to May 13th, 2021 through July 28th, 2021. Now, Jupiter went into Pisces really, really quickly. It didn't stay long. So I don't know if you may have been able to notice the benefits that were kind of like coming to you and you didn't realize why you were being blessed. But if you can think back to those 2 dates, that will give you an indicator of how this energy is going to play out. Now, I can tell you, once we get to my rising sign, I'll give you an example of how it's played out and how it played out in 2010 for me. Now, I know I've hyped up this energy like this is the best energy in the world, and it is. But with anything, there's always, I don't like to use the word downside, but I like to use the word where you need to be cautious, okay? Now, Jupiter is wonderful at making you feel like you can accomplish anything. It's wonderful for that. But sometimes Jupiter energy can give us a little bit of overconfidence. It can get us to where our egos get really, really inflated. It makes us feel like we can do anything and we don't think about the consequences of things. And it can make us very overindulgent. So this is where you're going to have to use your discernment and being able to create a balance in your life and not go overboard in certain areas of your life. Yes, the energy is there to support you. Yes, the energy is there to bring you these divine blessings. But we have to, at some point, stop and say, hey, maybe I need to put a little bit more thought into this plan that I have. I feel like it's going to work, but I need to work out the details of what's going on and just kind of maybe check yourself occasionally and making sure that you're not over-promising things, that you're not promising things to people that you can't deliver. That kind of energy comes about with Jupiter and Pisces. We just feel like we can do anything. And sometimes we get into that energy of saying things that we're going to do and we can't possibly do them. So we have to be mindful of overextending ourselves during this time. But this is going to be an awesome time for you. So does anyone have any questions so far about Jupiter and about Pisces and how that works together? Because if not, we are going to get straight into talking about how it affects everyone's rising sign. Okay? No questions? Okay, great. All right. So we are going to start at the top of the zodiac, which is always my Aries Risings, people. And I'm going to tell you about 2 areas of your life that will be impacted by this energy. Now, keep in mind, again, this is a 5-month window. So anything can happen during this span of 5 months. But I also want to for you to keep this in mind. This is a great opportunity for you to plant your seeds of intention. This is a great opportunity for you to start to manifest things during this period, and possibly by later on in 2022, you will see these things benefit or blossom. So even if you don't experience anything that you can actually see during this window, this is the time for you to be manifesting your different ideas, what you want for your life and what you want to see for yourself down the road, because you want to plant them at a time where the energy is fertile, where the soil is fertile, where the energy is very supportive. So this is great for starting manifestations. So I'm going to tell you also about what you should be manifesting during this time, and you could possibly be reaping the benefits of that later on in this year. So if there's no questions, so we're going to start with Aries Risings. Again, these are based on your rising sign. If you do not know your rising sign, listen for your sun sign. That's just as much of a benefit. However, if you can get your rising sign information later on, come back to this live and listen to it for that also. So Aries Risings or suns. Now, the Jupiter in Pisces energy is going to be in your 12th house. So, and when I talk about houses, people that haven't joined me on these lives before, there are 12 houses in astrology, which represent 12 areas of our life. So that's how we're going to break it down. So with Aries Risings, this energy is going to be in the 12th house. Now, the 12th house governs things such as our spirituality. It governs things such as our healings, traumas, secrets, things that we've been through that we keep to ourselves, traumas that we've experienced closure in our life. This is also the area that governs the afterlife, and this is the area that governs specialized populations. So this looks like our prisons, rehabs, hospitals, places where we're confined at. So for my Aries Risings, this energy looks like for you, I would strongly suggest that this will be a great foundation for you to reclaim your spiritual life. For those of you that are highly spiritual, or for those of you that have swayed away from your spirituality, this is going to be very supportive energy for you to find that again. I am a firm believer that everyone needs to have a spiritual life. Now, keep in mind, religion and spirituality are 2 different things. So religion is the doctrine. This is what you learn. But spirituality is the connection to whatever you consider your higher power. So this energy is going to be very supportive for you to start your spiritual foundation or reconnect with your spiritual foundation. This is also going to be a great area for those of you that are trying to address any type of addictions or bad behaviors or self-sabotaging behaviors that have gone on in your life. This is going to be a time for you to start healing those. This will be great for those of you that have considered going into therapy. So you may want to think about going into therapy, and that could be with a professional, a religious person, whomever you feel comfortable with talking. It is time for you to start healing old wounds, old traumas that you've had in your life. especially those things whereas you've experienced those things and you feel like you've healed from them, but something happens and those things come up again and you discover that you didn't actually heal from it, but you actually just have been suppressing it. So it's time for you to deal with those aspects of your life with regards to healing. Now, this is also the area again of specialized populations or spaces of confinement. So I don't know if some of you are, my Aries risings, are dealing with someone that is in a hospital, or someone that is in rehab, or someone that is in prison or jail. So this could play out with someone that may have been in the hospital for an extended period of time, finally getting out, someone going into the hospital to address some health issues. However, they are divinely protected, and it's actually is a good time for them to go in to start the healing process. This also looks good for anyone that needs to go into a rehab facility. Now, when it comes to prisons, this could actually look like correspondence or hearing from someone in a prison or a jail setting that may be being released or coming home, or somehow you reconnect with someone that is confined in a prison setting. Now, I don't judge. I don't really know what that's all about. I'm just telling you, as an Aries rising, you may have some type of connection with someone in one of those three areas. Now, this is also going to be great for Aries risings that want to travel. Okay, so you actually may get the opportunity to travel long distance. And this type of travel I'm talking about is passport travel. So if you are Aries rising and you do not have your passport at this time, I would strongly suggest that you go ahead and start the passport process, because you actually may be taking a long distance trip in the next 5 months. And this is also the area of those Aries risings that may have been thinking about going back to school. This is an excellent time for you to start studies in higher education. This will also bode well for those of you that want to study a foreign language. So this will be great for that. Again, we've addressed the spiritual component of this. This is good for you reconnecting with your spirituality. This also may be having you think about adjusting or changing your religious practices of some sort. And that could, honestly, that could be as simple as if some of you have not been to church or wherever your place of worship is, you decide to reconnect and start to go back to church in some type of way. Church, mosque, temple, whatever it is or whatever you call it, that should that may come up over the next 5 months. But definitely the long distance travel may be a thing, and education could be a thing for you. So that is my Aries risings. Okay. The next we're going to talk about is Taurus rising or sun. The energy for this is going to be in your 11th house. Now, this has everything to do with your friends, your social groups, groups that you're a part of, online and offline. This also has to do with technology and your long-term goals. So for my Taurus risings, this looks like definitely increased activity within your friend groups and your social groups. So this could look like you spending more time with your friends, reconnecting with your friends. This could also look like more social life. Now, Taurus risings, I need you guys to get out and socialize during this window, during this 5-month period. Socializing isn't going to be a big deal. And some of my Taurus risings are very much homebodies. So they like to stay at home. But it's going to be very beneficial for you to make an effort to socialize more, particularly with your friend groups over the next 5 months. This is also the area that governs technology. This will be an excellent time for Taurus risings that have been wanting to start a home-based business. This will be great for you to start your home-based business under this energy right now, okay? And your long-term goals, dreams, and wishes. If there has been a project or a goal or a long-term dream you've had for yourself, you actually may see some type of movement or activity with regards to this certain area of your life, okay? Now, I would also say for my Taurus risings, this will be great if you are a single Taurus rising looking for love. Online dating could be a thing for you, and it could be a benefit for you over the next 5 months. Now, I caution you with anything, regardless of whether you're meeting someone online or you meet them at church or the club or whatever. Just be mindful who you are meeting. Take your necessary precautions. But because this is the house of technology, this is great for online dating and meeting someone, I guess, through a dating app or like one of those dating websites would be great for that. Now, Taurus Rising, this is also good for having to do with resources and finances that you share with another person. Okay, so this is not the money that you earn from your job. This is the money that comes from, for example, your spouse's income. This is money that you earn through a business partner. This is money that comes to you from taxes, inheritances, credit cards, things of that nature, loans and things like that. But it's the monies or resources that we share with another person or another entity. So for my Taurus risings, this looks great for those of you that have your own business. You should see probably some type of increase in your business, especially if you're working with a partner. So benefiting from other people's money is going to be a big theme for you over the next 5 months. Now, this also has everything to do with receiving unexpected money. So my Taurus risings, you should probably look to receive a lot of unexpected money over the next 5 months. It could come from anywhere. It could come from maybe you had taxes or something that you overpaid, and then the IRS sends you a surprise check, or you someone leaves you something in a will that you didn't even know that you were receiving. Or this is great for those Taurus risings that need to go to the bank to get financing, particularly for maybe a home loan, a car loan, a business loan, or maybe even a personal loan. But it's very favorable for you to secure funds from a financial institution. Okay, now this is also good for those of you, again, that are in a relationship, like you in a long-term relationship or your spouse, because this will probably be favorable for your partner, having increased activity with regards to the money that they're bringing in, and it becomes a benefit to you because it trickles down to you. But I would definitely say to you, this is great for you getting yourself on a really good financial budget for yourself, and paying down debt at this time is very supportive for this energy. Now, this is also the area that governs sex and intimacy. So this could look like some of my Taurus risings making an intimate connection with someone. This could be someone coming into your life who could be a long-term partner for you, or you feel some type of intimate connection with this person. Now, we don't always have to be, it doesn't always have to be romantic. I think people always think when, you're meeting someone and to make an intimate connection with them, it has to be romantic. It does not always have to be romantic. This could be someone that comes into your life that that you make a connection with. This person seems very familiar to you. You're very comfortable with this person. So it could be anyone that comes in and that supports you on a deep, intimate level. Now, this is also the area that governs sex. So this could turn into someone that you have a physical attraction to or a physical connection to. The only thing that I would say for yourself is to please protect yourself over this course of the next 5 months, which I say protect yourself all the time. Just protect yourself sexually. And I'm going to leave it at that. Make sure you are protecting yourself sexually from pregnancy and from STDs. I'm just going to put that out there, Taurus Risings. Okay? So, next we're going to talk about is Gemini Rising or Gemini Suns. So this energy for the next 5 months is actually have everything to do with your career house. This is awesome for my Gemini Risings, Gemini Suns to make some big changes with regards to their career, their work, and their job. Okay, so this could look like Gemini, and a promotion. This could look like an actual change in a job for you and going on to a better position. This could look like you being asked to head a project or of some sort, but this is very favorable for you if you are in the workforce. Higher ups looking at you for promotions. Okay. This is also great for those of you that are ready to branch off and do your own thing career-wise. So this could be you're getting ready to start a business, or this could be you're changing careers. You go from, you are no longer in the corporate world and now you want to do you want to go into being a massage therapist or something. But it's just a total change from what you normally do. But you are divinely blessed. There's going to be opportunities for you with regards to your career sector. So I would definitely say whatever it is you want for yourself career-wise, you will definitely can start manifesting that now. And you will definitely see some type of movement with regards to your career. Now, some of you may say, well, I am not in the career force. I'm retired, or I'm unemployed right now. If you are unemployed, and you've been unemployed for a while, this may look like the time that you really need to get back out there, revamp your job search, because you could possibly in the next 5 months find the perfect job for yourself, find the perfect career for yourself. So I would just definitely encourage you to start planting those seeds of intentions for yourself with regards to your job. Sprucing up your resume, networking and making connections with other people that could possibly help you, put you in a certain position that you may not have thought that you could have. But there's going to be a lot of movement with regards to your career. Now, this is also good for my retirees, because this could look like you being asked to head a project. Some of my Gemini Risings may be thinking about going into government. So that could be any type of government. That could be you just want to be the president of your neighborhood civic center or something, or as high as going into actual government. Maybe you want to take a position on city council or something. Or this could also look like you being more active within your family dynamic. Oh, you're starting your own business. Tamika, this is great energy. This is going to support you for that. So I would definitely tell you, you need to start moving forward on those plans in a serious manner over this next 5 months. Okay. Now, this is a relationship house too. So this could definitely look like some of my Gemini Risings, and maybe a few of my Gemini Suns, a change in your relationship status. So, because this is the area that governs titles, some of my Gemini Risings may be getting married, maybe getting into a long-term relationship. Now, this could also work in the reverse. Some of my Gemini Risings may be going through a divorce. Okay, and I know you're thinking, well, that's not what you were saying, like this is going to be such great energy. Yes, it is, because sometimes relationships end and the best thing for two people is to go their separate ways. Okay, so if you're one of those Gemini Risings and you find yourself in the middle of changes within your relationship, let the universe do its work. I promise you it's going to put you in the right position where you're supposed to be. It may not feel like it at the time. You may not think this is what you're supposed to do, but it is. But some of you realistically could be getting married or getting into a long-term commitment over the next 5 months, or meeting someone that turns out to be a long-term partner for yourself. So my Gemini Risings, please keep me abreast of what's going on career-wise, and especially in the area of love for you, because we may be seeing some title changes for you within that area. Now, Gemini Risings, and crazy enough, you also have energy in the 7th house. The 7th house is the area that governs partnerships. So this is the marriage house. This is the long-term commitments house. This is the house that governs one-on-one relationships with another person. So that really ties in with the possibility of some of my Gemini risings having major changes with regards to their connections with another person. Okay, so you have like double energy around dealing with relationships. Now, this is also the area that governs legal proceedings. So if I have some Gemini risings that have been dealing with a legal situation over the last few months or so, you actually may see a favorable resolution in this. This may be coming to an end in a favorable way for you, or a favorable way for everyone, the best possible outcome that can happen with this legal situation. So if you're one of those that's dealing with that, please look for some movement with regards to that, and you guys need to start to manifest a favorable outcome for that, and possibly manifesting new love into your life. So I'm excited for my Gemini risings about what's going on for them. Okay, so do we have any questions so far with Aries, Taurus, or Gemini? No? All right, well, let's keep it moving. So the next one is Cancer Rising, or Sun or Moon. This energy is going to be in the area of higher education. I'm ready for Scorpio. It may be a minute on my Scorpio. You may want to go ahead and have a glass of wine and just check back with me in a few minutes. Okay, Cancer Rising. This is going to be in the area of your long distance travel, higher education, your religious and spiritual backgrounds, foreigners. It's going to be highlighted with my Cancer Rising. So again, you're another one, like with my Aries Risings, will probably take a long distance trip within the next 5 months, okay? Or at least, I'm gonna have to come back to Aries, hon. Or at least think about taking a long distance trip over the next 5 months. This is great for my Cancer Risings that want to get more education. So I strongly suggest you go back to school or start the process of going back to school. Now, this is going to be a benefit with foreigners. So I need my Cancer Risings to pay attention to the people that come into your life over the next 5 months that have a foreign feel to them. Now, this person is obviously could be from another race, another culture, another country, or this just may be someone that you would not normally align yourself with. Pay attention to the people that come into your life during this time. They are there to bring a blessing to you. So I want you to be open to new people, open to foreigners, open to foreign experiences in your life. Okay? Foreign experiences in your life, Cancer Risings. Okay? And definitely a long distance trip could be in the cards for you also. Now, Cancer Rising, we also need to pay attention to the area that governs your health and fitness. When I say health, we're talking about mental and physical health. Okay? So this could look like you guys deciding finally that you are going to take control of your health, your physical health, whether that looks like you want to change how you eat, especially the foods that you consume. I think some of my Cancer Risings need to really look into changing your diet and how you eat and the foods that you eat, okay? Maybe eliminating certain foods from your diet could benefit your body over the next 5 months. Well, just in life general. But getting on a fitness regime, going to the doctor, getting everything checked out. Now, this is not all physical. This is also mental. So those of you that have Cancer Risings that have been struggling with your mental health, that have been struggling with anxiety or depression, this would be a great time for you to start therapy. You need to consider going to therapy. And because this is Jupiter in Pisces, and one of the things with Jupiter in Pisces is, again, that need to do overindulge. I need my Cancer risings to be very mindful of how they are medicating themselves. Pay attention to the over-the-counter and prescription drugs that you're putting into your body. I need you to research those, especially those that have everything to do with your mental health or altering your thinking, because you could over-medicate yourself over the next 5 months, okay? But this is great supportive energy for you to get yourself get your health together. Now, this is also the area, Cancer rising, that governs your work environment. So there could be some great changes, some supportive changes in your work environment. So that could look like a totally new job, or that could look like some type of positive change in your current job. So I don't know if you're getting a promotion, getting a raise, or it just seems like your work environment is just more pleasant. It could be as simple as that. But there will be some changes in your work environment and with the people you work with and for. Okay? And some of you may be considering getting a pet, Cancer risings, which is very therapeutic. I would strongly suggest that you do that. And volunteering would be good for you over the next 5 months. I'm starting a new job in January. Look at you. See, and this is what we talked about. The energy, it already starts. You know, it's already starting. So Sonia on here is a Cancer rising, and she's starting a new job in January. Wonderful. The work environment should be very pleasant and harmonious for you. Now, this is also the area that governs your day-to-day activities. You may need to rework the things that you do, like going to the grocery store, going to the gym, the things that you do on your day-to-day work routine, finding more joy, finding more ways to bring joy or excitement or pleasure into your day-to-day work routine, or you're just, and not so much your work routine, but the day-to-day routine that you do for yourself. Like I said, you go to the gym, you go to the grocery store, you go to the gas station, finding ways to make your dull everyday routine a little bit more exciting and pleasurable is going to be on the agenda for Cancer risings. And one thing I want to caution my Cancer rising is, I need you to pay attention to how much that you're doing for other people. You may notice that there is an imbalance in the area of you giving more than you're receiving back from other people. So just be mindful of that and making sure it's a fair exchange in energy with regards to what you're putting out and what you're receiving back. Okay? How do you know your rising sign? You acquire your rising sign if you want to Google free natal chart calculator or free birth chart calculator. You can just pick whatever one. There's like astro.com, astrochart.com, or Cafe Astrology. You'll go on there. You'll need your birth date, your place of birth, and your exact time of birth. You put that information in and it will give you your rising sign, or they may call it your ascendant sign. So if you want to do that right now and then come back, then we can do that, or you can just listen for your sun sign. But the information I'm giving you is based on your rising sign. So Renee, if you want to pop off and get that and come back, we can do that. Okay, Angelica, do you foresee any love in Aries rising? That question, Angelica, is going to have to be answered with a personal reading. That one has to be done with a personal reading. So you need to get with me so we can talk about your love life. Okay? So next we have Leo rising. Okay? So, Leo rising. That's my rising sign. So, I know this energy. Okay, so if you are a Leo rising, this is what's coming up for you over the next 5 months. This is everything to do, again, with other people's money. So, my Leo risings will be benefiting from other people's money. And I have a special something to tell my Leo risings once we finish with this. So this is going to look like surprise money from places you did not know you were going to receive money from. This has nothing to do with the money that you earn at your job. Okay, so this is not the money you earn. This is the money that you receive via someone else or something else. So this could look like, again, you're one of those folks that could get unexpected money from an insurance payout, unexpected money from the government. You could be one of those that if you have been waiting on child support for 3 or 4 years, all of a sudden you get back child support. That is a benefit from someone else, okay? So be mindful of those finances and resources that you receive over the next 5 months, okay? Now, this is also good, again, for those of you that want to go to a financial institution to secure any type of funds from a financial institution. You are very favorable for that, especially those of you that want to start a business. This is great for you going to secure money with regards to starting a business, okay? This is also the area that governs like inheritances. So again, you may be someone that receives something by way of an inheritance from someone. Now I'm going to give you a personal experience on how this worked for me the last time that I had this particular energy with regards to me. This house, this 8th house, is actually the house of death, literally and figuratively. Okay, so this, when I say death, this could be the death of the way you do something, the death of a stream of income, but it could also be the death of a person. So back in 2010, when we first started the live, and I told you the last time Jupiter was in Pisces was in January 2010 to January 2011. I'm a Leo rising, so what happened for me was my stepdad passed away. Now, I don't want to scare anyone who's a Leo rising and you now told you somebody gonna die, but that could be a possibility that someone leaves your life in the next 5 months. And it could be as simple as a relationship the person leaves for whatever reason. You know, sometimes things just end, or it could be someone transitions out of your life permanently. I just have to kind of let you know, because this is the area that does govern death. Now, this is also the area that governs, and that ties into the unexpected inheritance that you may get. Maybe someone leaves you something by that way. Okay, now this is also sex and intimacy. So Leo risings, this could look like a relationship for you. This could look like either a new relationship coming in, or this could look like the renewal of a current relationship. Or this could be if you're in a relationship of some sort, and this could be marriage, long-term, or business, addressing the intimate connection that the two of you have with each other, okay? But this could be, for my Leo risings, bringing someone into your life that you have an intimate connection with. This is also about sex, okay? So you're another one, well, me, that could be experiencing a renewal in their sex life, okay? Not bad. Again, I give you the same thing. Protect yourself from, pregnancy, STD, but have a good time. Now, I will tell you this. When we talked about the unexpected money, here's another example of how that worked for me. My personal testimony. Just the other day, I think it was the day before yesterday, I got an email that, now I was anticipating getting a refund from my escrow on my house, and I had a figure in my mind of what it was going to be. I got an email yesterday saying that they had dispersed the funds, but the amount that I'm receiving back was well over what I thought it was going to be. So that is an example of how this Jupiter energy works in the 8th house. Unexpected money. Jupiter is about expansion, increase, and abundance. So it was something that happened that I wasn't expecting that amount to happen, that amount to come. It was larger than what I thought it was. Okay. So now, this is also the area, Leo Risings. This could have everything to do with those of you that are ready to start a family. This 5-month window is great for you to try to procreate and have a baby. If you've been having difficulty conceiving, listen, I am not a medical professional. I'm not trying to tell you that you are going to get pregnant. However, this is a great window for those of you that are trying to conceive, those of you that have been having trouble conceiving. This is a fertile time for you. So if you're trying to start a family, you need to get on it right now. If you're not trying to start a family, I need you to protect yourself over the next 5 months, because there is a high probability that you could get pregnant here in the next 5 months. Now, this is also the area that governs our children. So this is going to be increased activity with our children, just a harmony with our children experiencing some type of milestone in their lives. You just reconnecting with your kids, or even anybody's kids, the kids around you, the children in your life, increased activity there. This is also the dating house. This is why I know some of my Leo risings could be finding love or at least dating opportunities over the next 5 months. Now, this is the dating house, not the relationship house. So I want you to have fun. Date more than one person. Stop dating these people one-on-one and wasting your time. Date 5 or 6 folks at a time. That's what dating is. So you could get an increased boost with your dating life. And this is also casual sex. So this is another one. If you just wanted to kind of like hook up and get it in and no strings attached, this could be the energy where it would be okay for you to do it and you would not feel any kind of way about it. So enjoy yourself, but protect yourself at all times. Now, this is also the area of gambling and taking a risk. I always caution folks about gambling away more than you can afford, but it is such a good energy. I would say buy a lottery ticket, go to the casino, do what you got to do, but don't bet everything that you have. But you might win something. You actually may win something. But this is great for your creative projects, and turning a hobby into a business is great for my Leo risings. So that's Leo rising. Virgo rising, sun or moon. This Jupiter energy is going to be in your 7th house of relationships. Oh, this is great. Great. Virgo, oh, I forgot. Leo risings. I forgot. Because this is the area of other people's money, this is great for those of you that are looking for a sugar daddy. Great for that, okay? So if you are looking for a sugar daddy, there are sugar daddy websites, if you want to be a sugar baby, that you can go on and get yourself on and find yourself a sugar daddy. This is a great energy for that. And I actually have a candle for that. So if you're trying to manifest a very generous man into your life, go to my website and look up my gold digger candle. Don't get all caught up on the name, but look that candle up and you can manifest yourself a sugar daddy. I'm just saying. So Virgo risings, sun or moon, your 7th house is going to be lit up, the house of marriage, the house of partnership. So that could look like your spouse, your long-term partner, your business partner, legal proceedings, and one-on-one relationships. Virgo risings, this is great for my single Virgo risings trying to bring love into their life in a permanent way. If you're single and you are ready to start putting yourself out there, this will be a great time for you to start to manifest love for yourself. It really, really could be. If you've been dating someone for a while and you're not really sure where the relationship is going, this may be the time where you guys start to get more serious and really start to find out where the relationship is going. Now, can I guarantee you that this is going to be, you're going to make it down the aisle? I can't guarantee you that, but I can say that there is going to be a conversation or some increased activity about the status of your dating life and whether or not this is going anywhere. I hope it goes where you want it to go, okay? But this is great for those of you that just want to start manifesting love into your life. So you should start manifesting love. This is also good for my Virgo Risings that are in long-term commitments, are married, rekindling the love in your relationship. This is very supportive for that, for you guys to reconnect with each other. Pisces is all about unconditional love. So opening yourself up, reconnecting with your partner, whatever that looks like for you, will be great. Now, this is also the area of legal affairs and legal cases. So Jupiter is divinely blessing this. And I send out, for those of you that have a legal situation, Virgo Rising going on, I'm sending out positive vibes for you. But I do believe that Jupiter is going to be in your corner on this, and this is probably going to come to an end or some type of favorable resolution for you with regards to that, Virgo Rising. Now, you are also going to have increased activity in your home, okay? So, Virgo Risings, this could be moving, the talk of moving. This could be the talk of buying and selling real estate or property. This could look like renovations, redecorating the home. Now, this could definitely look like someone moving into your home, expanding your family. You're another one that needs to think about possibly may start thinking about starting a family, because Jupiter is there and it's there to expand. So this is about expanding the family. So some of my Virgo Risings may have someone moving in with them. I don't really know the dynamics of that, but it could be. So your family is growing. Or maybe you find out someone in your family is expecting a baby. The family is growing at this time, okay? So definitely increased activity with that. This is also great if, for my Virgo Risings, if there has been any type of family rift or argument or separation, Jupiter in Pisces is there to heal. Over the next 5 months, you could find your way to heal whatever's going on in your family dynamic, okay? So again, if you're one of those that's been having issues within the family, this is a great time for you to try to sit down and figure this thing out and see what you guys come up with, okay? All right, Libra Rising, Sun or Moon. This is going to be in your area of health and fitness also. So when you have Jupiter in the 6th house of health and fitness, Libra Risings, one thing that you have to pay attention to, even though it's there to heal you, because Jupiter is a healing energy, Jupiter is an expanding energy. So some of my Libra Risings may have to fight a little bit of gaining weight over the next 5 months, okay? So just be mindful of that. However, again, Jupiter in Pisces is there to heal you mentally and physically. So take advantage of changing your diet. Take advantage of doing more holistic methods of healing your body, okay? It's very, very important under this energy of getting away from traditional medicine. Now, I'm not telling you not to go to the doctor. I am not saying that. But I want my Libra Risings to start to think about more holistic and natural ways to heal your body. I think it would benefit you more. You're another one that needs to think about changing your diet up drastically over this next 5 months and into the future. But again, keep in mind that this may put a little weight on you, so be careful with the weight gain over the next 5 months. Libra Risings, you're another one that should probably think about getting a pet. If that hasn't already come up, that may be good for you. And this is going to be favorable changes in your work environment. Favorable changes, especially those that own their own business. This is going to be really good for you. And the reason I say the one Libra Risings that own their own business is because you also have some activity in the 3rd house of communication, sales, sales and marketing yourself, and contracts. So if you are a Libra Rising that has a business, this is a time for you to start marketing your business. And when I say marketing your business, you need to get a website. You need to do YouTube. You may be needing to do a podcast. You may be needing to pay for some airtime on the radio, get a billboard. Whatever marketing looks like for your business, you need to be putting yourself out there constantly. This could be the make or break for your business over the next 5 months. Very supportive energy for you to bring in sales to your business. So I'm really, really big on my Libra Risings that have their own business. You need to really pay attention and really be using this energy, because you could bring abundance, because Jupiter is all about abundance, to your business, to your message. Now, this could also look like some of my Libra Risings being tapped to be in some type of television or marketing campaign, or somebody wants to interview you, or someone wants you to speak at an engagement or something. I don't know, but you may be in demand to show up and speak somewhere or teach something. But that only happens if you put yourself out there. Okay, so sell yourself. Now, this is also look like some of my Libra Risings may be getting a new car. They may be getting a new car. Now, what I would caution you with that is, do not buy more car than you can afford. Okay, that's the real downside to that. Don't buy more car than you can afford. But you maybe start to look at a new car during this time. And this could also be a reconnection with your siblings, your extended family, or your neighbors, or something changing with your neighborhood. Now, I don't know if this is a full out move or anything, but maybe you move, but you kind of like move and you stay in the general area that you're already in. Or maybe something is changing about your neighborhood. They're beautifying your neighborhood, or maybe you get new neighbors of some sort, or maybe you start to, kind of like, I guess, meet your neighbors and finally start to get to know your neighbors. But something about your neighborhood, increased activity, and possibly changing with your neighborhood, Libra Risings. Okay, so do we have any questions so far with I think it's Cancer, Leo, Virgo, or Libra Risings before we finish up? Because I'm about to go to one of my favorite signs, which is Scorpio. All righty, no questions, so we are going to keep it moving. So the next sign we're going to do is Scorpio Risings. All right, Scorpio Risings, the next 5 months. You're going to have some activity in the most divine way in the area of one of my favorite houses of the zodiac. It's the house of joy. Okay. So, Scorpio Risings, this is all about you finding your joy. This is not about you, well, it's going to be a little bit about work, but we'll talk about that later. But primarily, finding your joy. So, this could definitely be the children in your life becoming more prominent. So, this could be your own children or children in your family, but a connection with children becomes a big theme for you over the next 5 months for some reason. You're another one that could possibly, if you are trying to start a family, this will be a great time for you to start a family. And when I say start a family, you can start a family. It can look however it's going to look for each person. So that could look like if you conceive your own child, you may want to think about adoption, fostering a child. Sometimes a child just drops in your lap under certain circumstances. Let's just say you have a teenage mother and she's having difficulty taking care of a kid, and she asks you, well, can you keep my baby or whatever for the next couple of months till I get on my feet? I know that sounds strange, but it could happen. But somehow children coming into your life and playing a big part and a big role in your life over the next 5 months. Now, this is also great for dating. So if we have Scorpio Risings on here, you're another one that's going to be doing, has the potential for dating opportunities over the next 5 months. So if you're in the market to get out and socialize and date, this will be great for you. Now, again, this is the dating house. This is nothing about a relationship. This is about just getting to know someone, enjoying the time, spending time together, and just having fun, because this is the house of joy. So enjoy your dating opportunities. Go out and socialize. This is also great for you doing physical activities. A lot of physical activities. Let me tell you, we've been kind of trapped in the house for the most part in the last couple of years, and a lot of us have not been able to do a lot of physical activities. So Scorpio Rising, this is a good space for you to start moving your physical body and enjoying getting out. Maybe, I would say, run a marathon. Are we doing marathons now? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know why that popped into my head. Scorpio Rising is committing to running a marathon. Okay? Maybe you want to think about doing something like that. But creative projects, your hobbies become very important. Maybe you start a different hobby. Those of you that own a business, your creativity is just going to be off the charts. So if you are trying to change up how you do your business, revamp it, whatever it is, do that. Those creative juices and ideas are just going to be coming to you, and you can make great strides in whatever area of your life you're trying to bring your creativity to. And you're another one that could probably benefit from a little bit of gambling. You may be a little bit luckier than others with regards to that. Now, one thing I will caution you is to overspending. Please, 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 please be mindful of the money that you're spending, is particularly on high ticket items over the next 5 months. So if you see something you like and it's pretty expensive, if you can sleep on it and if you still want it, I need you to figure out how to pay for it without using your money, which means if you have to find the funds that are outside of your budget, you need to find it some other way in order to be able to buy this particular thing. Now, this is great for bringing more money into you that you earn, okay? So this could be, now this, you're going to have to earn this. So this could look like, if you're at a job, you get the opportunity to do overtime, because, overtime is abundant. So signing up for overtime. Maybe you decide to get a second job, or maybe you decide to do DoorDash, Uber Eats or something, but you find money-making opportunities to bring more money into your household, okay? So that's my Scorpio Risings. Sagittarius Rising, Sun or Moon, this is going to be in your 4th house, expansion in the home. I can't say that enough. So Sagittarius Risings, this is all about, in the next 5 months, the changing of your living space. You could be moving to a bigger house, a bigger apartment. You could be redecorating your current space. Some of you are going to be finding out that you are adding a person into your home. And this is also supportive energy for those of you that want to expand your family. So if you're ready to start a family, this is good for you also. And just more, this is also going to be an energy of the prominent women in your life, Sagittarius Rising, spending more time with them. If there is a relationship with regards to one of these women that has been strained for however much time it's been strained, you guys could actually find a way to heal that relationship over this next 5 months here. So Sagittarius Rising, yours is everything about your family dynamic, where you live. I think some of my Sagittarius Risings may be talking about getting married too. Some of you may be talking about getting married, okay? Because that is family. That is creating your own family. So there may be a talk of marriage. There may be a proposal coming up. Or at best, a conversation about it is to be had over the next 5 months. Now, this is also the area that governs your 1st house. So I feel like some of my Sagittarius Risings are going to go through a self-improvement process. And it's going to actually start with your spiritual foundations, in search of what brings you peace, what makes you feel safe, and doing the inner work. And once you start doing the inner work, you now want to change your aesthetics, the the exterior of yourself. So that looks like a change in your wardrobe, a change in your hairstyle, a change in just your energy in general and how you show up. Now, with that being said, Sagittarius Risings, when we start doing things to our physical body, especially when it has to do with the first house, this does attract people to us, and this does attract a lot of opportunities for ourselves, because people become they gravitate towards you and they want to be in your energy. So there may be a lot of opportunities within the people that you meet over the next 5 months. And if you are a single Sagittarius Rising, there could be someone that you meet that's special over the next 5 months. Okay? So that's what it looks like for Sagittarius Risings. Capricorn Rising, Sun or Moon, this is going to have a lot of divine energy that has to do with short distance travel, your siblings, your extended family, your neighborhood. So Capricorn Risings, this actually could look like something about your neighborhood changing. I don't know if that means you're going to move out of your neighborhood to a different neighborhood. But something with regards to your neighborhood is going to look different, feel different, or some type of activity. Like I said, you may be getting new neighbors, or you may be introducing yourself to new neighbors. So that's why I feel like for Capricorn Risings, there may be a possible move. Or you actually may be thinking about changing neighborhoods. So this is a good time for you to start looking. Now, this also means increased activities with your siblings, okay? So we definitely have increased activity with the siblings. Maybe you just guys want to hang out more. Maybe one of your siblings needs something from you or needs your help with something, or you just need support from them in some way. But however that is, they could play an active role in your life in the next 5 months. And this also could be a cousin of some sort. So it's either your siblings or your cousins. Now, you're another one that I feel like some of my Capricorn Risings are sitting on a book that they've been writing or thinking about starting to write. This is going to be an excellent time for you to, if you've been having writer's block, that could probably end, and now the creative juices are flowing, and now you are ready to write that book, publish that book, do whatever that is that you've been trying to get off the ground with regards to your message. You have a message. Now, if it's not a book, Capricorn Rising, this could be a teaching opportunity for yourself. This could also be you taking some classes. Now, these classes are going to be a little bit different. I don't think it's going to be something with regards to a degree, but it might. But you may be considering taking classes that enhance your marketability. So that could look like if you have a job somewhere and you want to promote yourself to a different area, but you need to get an additional certification in order to be able to get this promotion that you want or this different position that you want. So those types of educational purpose activities, things that like accreditation, certifications, things that make you more marketable in the workplace may be what you're looking at. Now, if you want to get a degree, go ahead and get a degree. I'm not saying that. But educational pursuits could be a thing for you over the next 5 months, Capricorn Risings. And you're another one that may be thinking about getting a new vehicle. Do not buy more car than you can afford. Okay? Now, 12th house. Capricorn Risings, go to therapy. I need y'all to go to therapy. If you've been thinking about going to therapy, this will be a great time for you to go to therapy. If you are a Capricorn Rising that is already in therapy and you've been going for a while and you've been waiting for the breakthrough to happen over the next 5 months, you actually may have a breakthrough in therapy. And that's going to be a beautiful thing for you. But I want you to start healing yourself. I want you to start addressing those things in your life that you don't want to address, because it's time for you to heal yourself. Okay? Now, you're another one that may have some type of activity with someone in a hospital, rehab center, or a prison setting or some type of confinement that this person is in. I don't know what that's about, but that could be one of those things. Maybe someone goes into the hospital. Maybe you have a hospital stay to address some things that you need to address over the next 5 months. Now, I don't know how this, I never am able to explain the prison thing, you know, because it can only be explained one way. Either you know somebody in prison, somebody's going to prison, somebody's getting out of prison, or somebody is contacting you from prison. Whatever it is, I don't know. Keep me updated on what that could be. It's always weird with the 12th house in me. I don't know. But who else has a 12th house energy going on? Oh, that's Aries Rising has a 12th house energy going on. I don't know. Maybe you'll start a romance with somebody in prison. Who knows? I don't know. But speaking of romance, now, Aries Risings and Capricorn Risings, I think, and somebody had asked me that was Aries, could they find love? Possibly. The only thing that I would caution you with Capricorn Rising and Aries Risings with this particular love, because it's in the 12th house of hidden things, be mindful of people that you meet in a romantic setting that are not being honest with you about whether or not they're available, okay? And that could mean they're in a relationship with someone else, or that could also mean they're still emotionally attached to someone else, okay? They may be single, but their heart is still with the other person. So just be mindful of that. But this could also be you start a secret relationship behind the scenes that you don't want anybody to know about until you're sure of it. Who knows? Okay. Aquarius Risings, Sun or Moon. This is going to be all about how you earn your money. So money making opportunities for Aquarius Risings. But you are going to work for them. This is not going to be money that just drops out of the sky, unfortunately. This is going to be money that you have to earn. So again, you're one of those that may pick up a second job, or may pick up overtime at work, or you may come up with this great idea for a business that you want to start. This is great. This is great energy for anybody that wants to start a business. This is great. This is great energy for any one of you that has a business. Man, this is going to be great for you guys, for you business owners. So Aquarius Risings, if you want to get your business off the ground, this will be the time that you need to do it. Okay? Get yourself out there, promoting yourself, putting yourself in the right positions, earning more money. Now, you also have to earn more money to support this business. So that's going to be working a little harder for you. But you're going to have an abundance of money-making opportunities over the next 5 months. I will say that. You're another one that may be tempted to buy a high-ticket item. I don't think that is a good idea, but I cannot tell you what to do. I can just caution you that I probably wouldn't be spending a lot of money over the next 5 months if I were you. That's all I can say. Now, you also have some increased activity with your friend groups. So this is reconnecting with your friends. This is hanging out with your friends. This is you really having a social life over the next 5 months, which is good for you. Now, you may also want to join some type of groups or organizations that could be online or offline that will be very supportive of you. Aquarius Risings, I want you to, when you socialize, I want you to socialize with a purpose. I want you to get out and network, and I want you to get out and meet new people, because there may be someone in there that could actually be of a benefit to you, especially those of you that are trying to get a business off the ground or have a business for yourself. So even though you want to go out to have a good time, I want you to socialize with the purpose of networking and meeting new people. Okay? And finally, Pisces Rising, Sun or Moon. Well, this energy is going to be in your first house. So this is all about the energy of you. This is all about being divinely blessed over the next 5 months. So for you, this means anything could possibly happen. Pisces Risings, whatever it is that you want to bring into your life, whether it's love, money, education, family life, whatever it is, you're in a position to manifest this over the next 5 months. So you really have your choice of what you want to do with this energy. And I am very excited for you on that. Now, one area that I really will tell you to focus on amongst all of them is your career. Okay? Your career can take off during this next 5 months. And possibly it could take off without you even trying. Okay? So, yes, anything. This energy is in your sign. Anything. But pay attention to your career. Pay attention to your career. You're going to be divinely blessed over your career. Now, what I don't want you to do, Pisces, is just coast along. The energy is going to be so good for you that you feel like that you just really don't have to do anything. But I don't want you to get that in your mind. I do want you to put in some effort for the things that you want. I want you to do that. So don't get lazy on me, Pisces Risings. Okay? But your career actually could be highlighted. Some of my Pisces Risings will be finding a love relationship coming their way. And some of you that are in a relationship, your relationship dynamic may change. So I'm available to go to weddings. So let me know what happens by way of the relationship dynamic with my Pisces Rising. So I'm super excited about that. But anything goes with you, Pisces Risings. Anything that you want to do, anything that you want to manifest, I would say go for it. But special emphasis on your career and love. Okay? Oh, well, Miss Pisces Rising here, you know what? Whatever you want to do over the next 5 months, you are divinely blessed, and you could definitely bring whatever it is you want into your life, and that includes love. So, oh man, I finished 5 minutes early. So, do we have any questions about this energy of this Jupiter in Pisces, which I am very, very excited about? Does anyone need me to repeat any of the rising signs before we go? No? I'm going to give it a few minutes because I know sometimes this live is on a delay. So, are there any questions? Miss the time frame. The time frame is December the 28th until May the 10th, 2022. However, I always tell you that you could actually start experiencing this energy anywhere from 2 weeks to a month ahead of that. So, some of you have already started to feel it. I personally have been experiencing it already, so it is out there for the taking. Is anybody else excited as I am? I am so excited about this. I'm going to manifest myself a sugar daddy. So, that's what I'm doing. Good. You would be. You would be. Good for you. So, if there are no more questions, again, now, these are all general predictions. These are all general predictions. So, if you want to get something specific, please go to my website and schedule a reading with me. And we can get in depth about your personal chart and what's going on with you. Now, keep in mind, I will tell you this, and I don't know if you guys know this, but I do have a secret formula that I use that determines at what age your love life will be activated. And it is pretty spot on. When you book a reading with me, that is one of the things that I give you is at what age you anticipate to have an activation in your love life. And once we do the reading, I explain to you how it works and the different scenarios that could possibly happen with it. But as you see, I predict engagements all the time. So I'm good at predicting engagements and babies. I'm really, really good at that. So again, if you want to book a personal reading with me, go to my website, click on services, and you can see the different readings that I offer. If you go there and you're not sure which reading you should get, just send me a message, and I'll ask you a couple of questions to kind of determine what you're trying to find out, and then I will suggest which reading you should get. I always say that I'll send it to you, Nicole. I'll send it to you. I always oh shit, I forgot what I was about to say. Oh, the most popular one is the transit chart reading. So that one's the most popular, and it does cover multiple areas of your life that you need to that we would talk about. So that would be the one that I would suggest for you. However, if there's something else that you want, then let me know. But if there's nothing else, I am going to wrap this up. I thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your support, your continued support. You guys are awesome. And I do appreciate all of you, each and every one of you. Now, the live will stay